Number 29, Deontay House.
Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And with both teams fighting for playoff position, this is as intense of a regular season as you'll see, Grant.
Oh, B.A., you can feel what's at stake here in the arena. Both of these teams will treat this like the postseason. The playoffs start now for them.
George against Doncic. The three is up. The shot that time not on target. Here's Utah. And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Luka Doncic is out there with Jalen Suggs. Then it's Max Strus. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Baldwin in at the four-man position.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Outside Strus. No good from outside. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And just a tenacious play by Doncic. Driving right into the defense and drawing a foul while shooting.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Here's Baldwin. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Strus the pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, from a tough spot on the floor, Luka's shooting ability on display right there.
George for 3. Pass to Hendricks. They set the pick. Connects again from distance.
And he shattered the franchise's single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all year long. Outside Strus. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
George passes to House. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
We talked about how exhausting it is to go up against Luka Doncic. Coach told me, quote, Luka's probably the toughest cover in the league because no one has been able to figure out a way to stop him. We have to just bring the intensity and do our best to slow him down. It's going to take a team effort to get that done. Back to you, BA.
As always, Allie, we thank you. George feels it out a bit. Count it. George has got 5 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Strus the pass to Doncic. The rebound by the Jazz. First chance of the season for them to go up against Atlanta.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Well, in terms of where they sit in the league, these teams are both in the middle of the pack, but both are looking to take the next step.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Suggs outside. Back to Reid from deep. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Utah leading by 7. Down low. Here's House. Reed defending. Here's the pick. George's shot is good. 7 points in the game.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
Hawks trail by 9. To the middle. Now here's Reed. Defense right on him. From deep, here's Doncic. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reed is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance. The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
George passes to House. And he dunks it down.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. A 7-point differential. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
Pulls up. And it's House with the rebound. House has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's George. Doncic grabs the miss. Hawks trail by 7. Strus the pass to Doncic. Suggs outside. Right side Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
That's what Reed brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
A different look here for Utah.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Van Vliet outside. They set the pick. Pass to Baldwin. 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get one up here. Here's Davis. No good. That would have tied it. Utah has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. They've got Trey Jones, and it's House in at center. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Jones, the pass to House. Drives to the hoop, and he banks in the layup. House has got 10.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Hawks trail by 4. Outside Davis. Pass to Baldwin. Van Vliet with it. Fires the 3. Rebound, Utah. House has got his 6th rebound on the night. Back to Jones. Here's Sensabaugh. And there's a pick. 3-pointer. Atlanta with a rebound.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Davis can't hit.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Here's House. Pass to Sensabaugh. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Bamba. Hawks trail by 4. Van Vliet outside. Here's Bufkin. Now Bamba. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Utah making a switch here. George is checked in. Reed's checked in for the Hawks. Doncic comes in for Baldwin. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
B.A. Fred VanVleet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Pass to Doncic. Up top, Reed. 17 points for him. Last game against the Cavs in Cleveland.
And let's not ignore his impact at the other end. 4 blocks on the night. That's what you call sending a message defensively.
Here's House. Reed defending. Nifty move. Jams it in off a great move.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Hawks trail by 11. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
They need this. Sends it home from three-point land. Reed's got 10.
Well, Reed has only become more confident as time has gone on at the arc. He will not hesitate.
George outside. Takes the 3. Reed with the rebound. And Doncic has got the ball here for Atlanta. Blocked! And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
In for Utah. And Atlanta making a change here. And let's honor a terrific player who has worked hard to earn this award, the Western Conference Player of the Month.
And you could not find a more deserving guy for this award. His ability to be whatever his team needs on both ends of the floor is an essential part of their success out there.
Pass to Doncic. The paint, Luka!
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
And here is Williams. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
George outside. Williams with the screen. George passes to Williams. 5 to shoot. Unloads. The rebound by Atlanta.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Back to Strus. Pass to Suggs. Reed against Kessler. Up top, Reed. 10 points for him. Here's Suggs. And it's House with the rebound. House has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
On the wing, Strus. Pass to Baldwin. Fires from deep. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Here's House. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Doncic. He picked up 33 points in their last win against the Cavs in Cleveland.
Utah foul. House. That's his
For the Jazz, Hendricks comes in for Kessler, and Williams is subbed in for Williams.
Hendricks. Williams.
Utah on D. They've led by as many as 11. Reed sets a screen. And Suggs, here we go. There's the block.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Here's House. 43 points last game out. Shoots over Reed. And he gets it to go off the front iron. House has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line in this one. That one misses.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the 2nd. 9 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's House. Shoots over Reed. And so it's Utah. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Jazz leading by 9. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. They've got Max Strus. Suggs is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Baldwin in at the 4 slot. George, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Dean, their last time out against the Raptors, had a huge game. He added 43 points, and as always, he was fantastic on the glass, a rebounding machine. A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Hawks trail by 9. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
And their offense tonight is Luka, Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
Doncic against George. Here's Sensabaugh. No points so far. House, the shake, rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
Unleashes the bounce pass, an accurate assist.
Well, the Hawks shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Doncic finds Strus. Reed sets a screen. 3-pointer. And there's Strus. That one's good. On the assist from Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight. Utah leading by 6. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. George for 3 buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Doncic against George. Doncic passes to Reed. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Pass to Sensabaugh from the arc. Another 3 for Utah.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Suggs, the pass to Doncic. Back to Suggs. Off the mark there with a 3. For Utah, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here's House. Again, Utah.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Atlanta again missing.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
The 3 ball. Atlanta with the rebound. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Over George. And miss after miss right now.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
From outside the arc. The rebound by the Hawks. Strus the pass to Baldwin. Yep, that one's good. Baldwin's got 8.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Pass to House. George outside. The 3 is up. Utah with another miss. Hawks trail by 12. Now here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. Five on the clock. Fires from way outside. Utah grabs the miss. Hendricks has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
George left side. That's tipped. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Here's the 3. Reed with the rebound. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Atlanta. Down by 12. Pass to Doncic. Will stand in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, 2nd-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
From deep three-point land. And it's House with the rebound. House has got his 16th rebound on the night.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A different look here for Utah. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Sensabaugh, and it's Trey Jones in for George. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Bamba's checked in for Reed. Davis comes in for Baldwin. Bufkin, he's checked in for Suggs. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Van Vliet outside. 4-3. Hits the trifecta. Van Vliet's got 6.
If you let him, Van Vliet will just live at the arc. I mean, he shoots fearlessly from out there.
Jones feels it out. 1:27 left in the 3rd quarter. Williams a screen on Van Vliet. Pass to House. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. House has got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Van Vliet outside. Bamba, a screen on Jones. Top of the key. The rebound by the Jazz. Inside.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Hawks trail by 15. Here's Buffkin. He has 7. Here's Van Vliet. And the layup is good off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Williams on the wing. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Man, good whistle there.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Williams. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Utah making a switch here. Sensaball's checked in. And a change for the Hawks. Diallo's checked in for Strus. 24 seconds left in the third. Now Van Vliet. Give him 8. Six on the shot clock. Bamba, a screen on Jones. Here's Van Vliet. And it falls all over the rim and in. Van Vliet's got 10. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Utah ahead. They lead by 13. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Going with an almost entire new group here. House, he's checked in for Kessler. Hendricks comes in for Williams. Williams is checked in for Grant. And it's Trey Jones in for George. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Reed's checked in for Bamba. Strus comes in for Davis. Suggs is checked in for Rollins. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Buffkin. They've got Trey Jones. And it's House in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of them.
To the paint. And he jams it home with authority.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Van Vliet with it. Reed to screen on Jones. Pass to Reed. Can they get it? Utah grabs the miss. House has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Reed brings the double. Here's Sensabaugh for 3. Outside Jones. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. Strus grabs the miss. Hawks trail by 14. Doncic on the wing. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Pass to Hendricks. Here's House. Shoots over Reed. Again, Utah.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. George, he's checked in for Jones. And a change for the Hawks. Baldwin's checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen in on, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Reed finds Suggs. Doncic against George. Luka! Get off me!
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Floats one. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Doncic against George. Doncic, no good. Jazz leading by 14. 1:43 left to play in the fourth quarter. There's the double with Doncic, and stolen by Suggs. Outside Strus. Back to Doncic. 13 feet out, and he hits the jumper. Doncic has got 21 points in the game.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Suggs, the pass to Baldwin. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense. And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Jazz.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And tonight, a fantastic effort to deliver their 48th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And what a huge performance it was for D.
Well, the defense...
Oh, connects again!
Some guys make the game look easy. He's at 40 points yet again.
And now he owns the 5th most career 40-point games.
Yeah, his 89th time hitting that bar. And if he can do it another 12 times, he'll match James Harden.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And that one's good. House has got 43 points.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Doncic against George. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Keontae George.
Defenders have to play Doncic tightly. He knows that and uses the pump fake to his advantage.
Doncic hits them both. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And he drops the first. That one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And So it's Utah easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.